Hello and welcome to Eat Your Backyard, my YouTube channel. Have you ever had this problem? You let the plant grow a little too tall. Look at this. I have Dracaena that I use as an eastern seawall, and they are now growing on to this, which is just a coaxial cable for my cable TV. But they're now growing onto it, and they're preparing to grow up onto this 220 line that's my main power to the house. So I can't let that happen. Now's the time to take the action. If you want to see how I deal with it, I'm going to have to actually deal with it from two sides. I have two different ladders, one on each side. And I'm going to trim first this side, then the other side. I hope you enjoy. I'm going to go ahead and play some of my original music in the background as I trim it. It's a bit of an ASMR, but also a demonstration of what I do to trim this beautiful Dracaena hedge, which is actually a fantastic, beautiful specimen, but also a fantastic barrier. Privacy barrier, wind barrier, salt barrier in my case, and wind barrier. It also is great as a small form tree, so lots of benefits, lots of videos on the channel. I would encourage you to subscribe to Eat Your Backyard and also hit the thumbs up button to let me know you like this video, and I make more like them then. All right, thanks for watching. Let's get right into it. There's not really a good place to put it. Afraid it's going to fall down if I go there. Maybe I can brace it onto this more sturdy stuff and cut across. Yeah, that should work okay. All right, let's see how this works out. Get what I need to do. I'll go ahead and chop this one right here. Now that is at max size for this clipper. Got it. I don't want to trim too much. So I think I'll be careful not to do that. I feel like I could almost get this other one from the position I'm in. Maybe brace on this bit. And there you are. You can see clearly where that remaining area is. I think I'm going to come around from the back side and trim it. All right, this is a live action video on Eat Your Backyard. We've got a ladder up on the other side. We're going to be trimming away the remainder of this Dracaena. Okay, this has got me in the perfect spot. Uh-oh, I do not want to get stung by the wasps, but it may be inevitable. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled. I can see them buzzing around. All right, here we go. That was a good one. A little worried about that one. I thought there might be wasps in it. That one was actually almost ready to overhang. almost there. Wow, this is a big boy. This is where those wasps are. I can see them up there now. Oh boy. All right. We're in it to win it now, folks. There's no turning back. While I'm up here, I think I'm gonna expose some of the natural beauty of this other type of Dracaena, which is growing up here, which is the tricolor. This unvariegated type of Dracaena I have here can just very quickly take over everything, which is why I love it. But sometimes you want to trim it away and allow it to accent other things, and this certainly is a good example of it. All this stuff that's falling down is excellent chop and drop. No worries whatsoever. All right, let's see here. These are going to make some killer cuttings. Some of them are going to make killer cuttings. All right, we're going right. I went for a little bit more of a bold cut, but why not? All right, that's it. That is gone, and I didn't even get swarmed by wasps. I'm really happy about that. There it is, mostly trimmed away, as you can see. Leaving a little bit. I'm not trying to completely remove it, but this also lets a little bit more sunlight through. Kind of like the whole general dynamic it brings when you leave a little bit. Interesting. Nothing else really endangering it. This one, I guess you could say at some point, but just to be safe. Plus, I could fill in this little area over here and take out some of this. I know if I don't, I'm just gonna come back and deal with it later, so might as well do a little bit of healthy trimming. And also, get some good material for the chop and drop. Good stuff. I think that's good for now. We don't need to go too crazy. Trim off this while I'm up here. Probably not a good practice to have really anything growing over the chicken coop, just because that's how bugs can drop down too. So, yeah, that's good. Just climb down this ladder without breaking my neck. Oh yeah, I can see all those wasps. Definitely swarming around in the high area, I bet. You know, I came back here and I just noticed that there are still banana leaves, huge banana leaves hanging over, like 10-foot banana leaves hanging over the line still. And really that's because this is a dumb place to have a banana tree. I've removed most of the grove that was here. You can see the video on Eat Your Backyard if you're interested, but that's the wrong place. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna transfer it right over on the other side of this fort here, and it'll be fine. But for now, I still don't want it growing over, so I think I'm gonna go back in there and deal with it now. Yep, oh yeah, there's all kinds of banana leaves just laying around back here. This stuff is great, actually, for the chop and drop potential of it all. All right, we're gonna climb a banana tree. See how this goes. It's a little wobbly, this sucker might go. This is not the time to be hesitant. That'll work. That completes the process. Get a couple of these other dead ones out of the way. The hens love it. I'm dropping it below and they're just going crazy for any bit of this banana stuff that drops down. And I think it's mostly just because it's something new. And it's also going to create a great spot for bugs. Yeah, and I'm going to just go ahead and chop this too. Now I'm going to take this whole thing out as a giant cutting, so I'm not too worried about these leaves being pristine. They'll all grow back anyway. Right now I just really want it to be up and away from this power line. I see we got a couple more that are growing up and ready to touch it as well from this other banana tree. So while we're at it, as well deal with that. Again, another way to deal with this is just to simply break them down. I think that's what I'm going to do here, is just bend them over. You just break them over, and that way they can still get some potential from the leaf, but it's not. They're ready to come down anyway. All right, I think we got a free and clear path now. I like that. Cleaning off these banana leaves off of the chicken roof. All right. Okay, so that is the result we were looking for. Just a straight, uninterrupted path for this coaxial cable to travel. The bananas, don't mind the trimming whatsoever. I will go ahead and transplant them in a future video. I hope you stay tuned so you can see that. Turn on the notifications bell, that way you'll be notified as that video comes out. Also, if you'd like to get these, in the description. To manage the growth around the power lines for me is very important. I spend a lot of time just looking and making sure that that's being done. I would encourage you to do the same, because when the storms come, things which are overhanging the house or things which are very close to power lines or any critical infrastructure in your yard should be dealt with prior to the storm arriving. That's what I like to do. Wintertime is a great time to do that. It's cool, there's no bugs, it's beautiful. Hey, thanks for watching Eat Your Backyard. I'm glad you joined me. Why don't you get out there and do some gardening in your backyard? Apply a little permaculture, get a couple bunnies, let your hair down. You won't regret it. Okay, let's lay out a few of these larger cuttings to see what we've got here. These will be good for transplanting. I got a few ideas for them. The things which I don't convert into chop and drop, I may use as cuttings, and I think those are pretty good. The cool thing about this type of Dracaena is it'll grow almost certainly from a cutting this big, so you could have a plant that large, you know, in no time just by planting it. So I mean, that's a lot. Certainly I'm going to have to return a lot of it back into the garden. And you can see there's plenty of that stuff. All that I can just put back into the chicken run. They'll gladly pick it to pieces and eat the bugs that will seek shelter there. So the Dracaena is an all-around champ. I love what it returns to the garden, plus I love all the opportunities it provides you.